I'm going to show you some examples of my previous students, and we try to understand how creating the video goes. Because like all you need to do is just creating this video to get the grade, plus submitting documentation and consent form. So let's begin. I'm going to share my screen here. So hopefully you can see. I know, the picture is gone, but I'm back. So let's begin with, wait. Yeah, let's begin with this video.
Ratan Patel. I'm a senior at Georgia State University, and I'm a psychology major.
So as you can see, the way he did his presentation, it was just basically a PowerPoint. He introduced himself, and he's talking about
The purpose of the project was to see how and when the concept of conservation, specifically number, mass, and weight, develops in children between 5 and 10 years of age. The conservation task uses Play-Doh and pennies.
Okay. So let's just go forward.
Yes. It's the same law. Are they the same number of pennies?
Okay. Well, here you can just see that from the angle that he was talking, we could not see the exact Play-Doh and like the amount of it. So he actually put a snapshot here for us to just see the angle. So if you are actually encountering the same problem, here is your solution.
Are there the same number of pennies in this row that there are in this row?
So here in my previous classes, I was asking students to conduct all of the studies like conservation of number, mass, and weight. I know that in the lecture video, I said liquid. You can do liquid or one of these, but you don't need to just do all of them. Just one of them is enough. So, but previously I was asking everyone to do all of them, but for now, just do one of them.
Okay. How about now? Mm-hmm. So why are they the same?
They're the same because like when you have them together, it was the same amount that, and then you just spread them out.
How about now?
So can you see that he was just literally asking the child the exact question that I posted on PowerPoint on iCollege, and he was waiting for the kid's answer. You can do the same, or if the kid is not answering the exact question that you're asking, which I'm going to show you in another video, you need to just give them some clarification.
Is it the same in each one? Yes. And why is that?
Again, some questions about reasoning of the kid. So let me actually show you another video. I guess it was this one.
I'm a senior at Georgia State University, and
So again, you can just see the same procedure. Someone is just introducing themselves and talking about the project.
I'm Professor Armida Gobadi's developmental psychology class. This is Olivia. She's 6 years old, and today we're going to be doing a few conservation tasks of mass, numbers, and weight.
So again, they used to do all of them, but now you should just choose only one of them, like either number or mass, or what was the other one, liquid or weight.
Okay, Olivia, here's 2 balls of
This part is very important. In the beginning, you should literally ask the kid about whether like the Play-Doh is equal in each hand.
Play-Doh. Do they look the same to you? Like they have the same amount?
Yes.
Okay, and now
So then you can just manipulate the Play-Doh.
what about now? Do they have the same amount or does one have more? What do you think?
Is flat.
But do they have the same amount of Play-Doh?
So the child's answer, it wasn't relevant to her question. So she's asking Christina, the experimenter, she's asking clarifying question to just, make sure.
Or do they have different amounts of Play-Doh?
They have the same amount of Play-Doh.
Okay, cool. So now she's getting the answer that she needs for her experiment. You should do the same. If you feel like the child is just going over the question, they are not answering the exact question, you have to redo your question or rephrase your question in a way that you could just get the correct answer from the kid. I'm going to show you another example from my student. This is for option 2, which was about watching some cartoons. Previously, I was asking students to do TikTok videos, but now we are not doing TikTok because I heard that it is like some sort of a threat for privacy, and I don't want this to happen in my class. So we're gonna only do YouTube Shorts. You're gonna upload the video on YouTube. So just watch this video together.
Our project. The purpose of the study was to analyze what type and how frequently aggression is shown in television programs watched by kids. The shows are split into 3 categories with Cyber Chase and Little Iceland for educational television programs, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and SpongeBob for Saturday morning cartoons, South Park and the Eric Andre Show for evening adult programs. As for aggression, we tried to
So basically, she is talking about the kind of programs that she chose, and now she is trying to define the type of aggression she's looking into.
understand that there was more instrumental versus relational, and overt versus reactive. Instrumental aggression is with the purpose to obtain something of value or a specific outcome. Relational aggression is to damage or disrupt social relationships or status. Overt aggression is open observable acts of hostility or violence, which can be physical or verbal.
So I guess you got the idea here. It's just very helpful when you are doing some sort of clarification and definition in the beginning of your study. Because like just imagine there is someone out there that is not your professor or is not a psychology major. By watching your video, they can actually gain something and they can just learn about different type of aggressions. So it's just very good to have some sort of beginning, like introduction, just defining whatever you are focusing on. So let's talk about, let's just check the end of
Reactive
the
aggression
video.
is a response to provocation, frustration, or perceived. 0.18 aggression per minute. From the educational programs chosen, the only aggression type exhibited was
Can you see that she's actually looked into some fundamental questions, like what's more common? Is it like more relational aggression or instrumental one?
instrumental. From the chosen shows, only Avatar portrayed relational aggression. All of the other shows were more likely to portray instrumental aggression over relational. There seems to be more unprovoked, overt aggression in evening adult shows.
So it is like her own perspective. She's just trying to conclude what's going on with her study, like what is the rationale behind of each type of aggression, and so on. So I would suggest everyone to just watch these videos, the examples that I posted on a college. Also, you can just look up for the hashtags. For example, check Psych 4040, my name Armita Gobadi, or Fall 2023 developmental psychology, the exact same hashtags that I'm asking you, I was asking them before. So if you would just look up for them, you can just find some helpful videos that can actually navigate you through the task. In the meantime, you can definitely ask your questions from me. If you have any question, just email me so I can just help you or clarify. But don't put off this task. Don't wait until very last minute, then email me. Because like, first of all, you're gonna get very overwhelmed with this study because like it's not something that you would just do in 1 day or 2 days. It's gonna take time. And if you have any question, you have to ask them in advance because I'm doing the lecture 1 month before the final project. So I do expect you to just, respecting my time, your time, and do the task ahead, ask your questions ahead. Another point is you do have a quiz based on this lecture. So I need you to just watch it carefully. Again, ask your questions. If there is any point that you cannot understand it, again, email me. And check the rubric before submitting your work. There is a rubric that I put the documentation for you. And make sure you're gonna address each point clearly for the rubric if you want to get a good grade for this project. And I guess that is all. It's very straightforward. Again, just a recap, you're gonna have 2 options. If you want to work with kid, it's gonna be option number 1. If you don't want to work with kid, if you don't have kid, around yourself, go for option 2, but they're gonna be self-study for that option. The output of your project gonna be a video, 2 minutes, of which you're gonna casually talking about your own science. You're gonna upload the video and the link of the video on iCollege for me, along with your documentation and consent form for children. So that is all. Ask me your questions, and yeah, and I hope everyone would have a great Thanksgiving, because it is my favorite holiday. I'm just very excited for that. Then comes Christmas. So yeah, we do have like a lot of fun ahead of us. And yeah, so that is all for today.